Today I wanted to document and demonstrate this mono balanced equalizer. Fuzzywallz design number 32. It has a unique sound. Let's hook it up. Okay, so tell me more, you say. We got our balance cable in, balanced out. It's a transformer input, an electronically balanced output. We got a bunch of knobs here. Before I forget, this is powered by 12 volt DC. We've got a volume control here. Let's turn it on. Boop. This is output level. We've got a good amount of gain, which I'll demonstrate later. And then we've got 3 bands of boost and cut. The white knobs are cut, and the black knobs are boost. This is flat. So the white, if you peel it back or turn it down, it's going to take away bass. If you turn up the black knob, it's going to add bass. So on and so forth with the mid-range and the high frequencies. What else can I say? It's got 2 transistor stages, got a transformer. It also has 3 inductors. It's actually using transformers as large inductors. Some tantalum caps, some other goodies. So this is definitely a vibey EQ. Maybe it'll get used in later products or who knows where, but I'm just showing it off today. Next. The unit is on, and you can see the frequency response is really flat when everything is flat here. We got a little drop off, I'd say at like 40 hertz and at like 30K, but otherwise looking really flat. Now I'm going to twist some knobs here and kind of show you. Oh, first of all, by the way, there's this gain boost right here. Cool. And what that does is that adds exactly 9 decibels of gain early in the chain in a kind of flattish way to kind of punish the rest of the unit. And we'll mess with that when we do the demos. But for now, I'm just going to leave it in default mode, where right now it's essentially, in fact, it really is passing at unity gain through the unit. Unity gain through the unit. So I'm going to sweep some of these controls around and just give you an idea of what's going on with the frequencies. So first with the, let's do bass cut. We'll go left to right. If we start sweeping the bass cut all the way counterclockwise, you can see what it does there. It's like a really gentle high pass filter. Let's bring that all the way back up. By the way, here's an output trim. I've dialed that in so that at the lower gain setting, this is passing at unity, like I said earlier. Now, if we add some low end here in the low frequency section, we're getting about 12 or 13 decibels of gain. Looks like right around 60 hertz, but really wide, all the way up to about 2K. And as you'll see later, we get some saturation, especially towards the top of the gain range. Moving to the middle section, or the mids, if we drop out mids, you can see where we've got a nice sharp kind of cut here at about 650 or so. Bring that back. I guess it's not the sharpest cut. See how the filter moves the whole audio band there as I did that? Good old analog. Let's boost the mids now. Now on this circuit, the mids do this kind of sharp, but not as strong gain boost. So I think this is more like 9 decibels of gain, but you can really hear it. It's very focused. Let's take that out. You know what, just for shiggles, check out what happens if I crank the mids and cut the mids. Fun. A little Pultec-y, not totally, not claiming this is anything like that, but you can get similar effects. Onto the high section here, the treble. If we start peeling that off, it's kind of hard to show, but the slope really changes as you dial it in. It's really, and I kind of hate this term, musical in the way that it works. Once again, we'll demo this later. Back to flat there, and now for our treble boost. Halfway-ish. More. All the way. Now look at that. We got a peak at like 29K or something. I don't know if you'd use that much, but that's the most gain on top of any of the frequencies. The highs have the most, mids have the least as far as gain, and lows are somewhere in the middle. Let's do what we did in the mids and the highs. Let's take out all the highs, but then add a bunch of highs. I can show you what that does. Now the analyzer is not really going to even show you how much damage that's doing, but that's a possible curve. And in the lows, like people like to do with the Pultecs, let's try something similar. Let's turn it all the way up and all the way down. Well, in this case, we get like a really resonant high-pass filter. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Let's do some audio samples, shall we? We got our flat right now, and we're going to play a loop. So this is pretty flat as far as not adding much distortion EQ. The gain is in the lower position, and it's matched once again at unity. So here, let's start with the drum loop. Okay, nice. Gain. Wow, big. Okay. Let's try some bass boosting. Pretty hefty. Chesty. This is mids. You hear how kind of focused that is? And nasal. Really, it could work or not work at all. If you take it out, not bad. Okay, some top. Wow, very silky. But if you push it, this will get loud. It's really almost overloading the way a cassette deck does. Check that out again. Let's try some lo-fi. Interesting. All right. We'll check here. Okay. Bass. Here's a little gain boost. Whoa. Way too farty in my opinion. If I was using this EQ, I would be pulling out some of the slidey stuff, which I guess might even be in the mids. Yeah. Little low end boost again. Gets a little growl. That's too much. Just a little bit might be nice. Nice. Back to flat. We got some guitar now. Check this out. All right, let's take out some of that fizzy top. Let's make it up with some mids. Take out the sub. But give it like a little resonant peak. That might even be breaking up a little bit. Not bad. I think it's better. Let's try some more drums here. Let's see, are we flat? Yep. Here's this gain. Ooh, that hits hard. For now, I'm gonna have that off. Say we wanted to just lo-fi this. We wanted like no low end, no top. But a bunch of mids. It's actually pretty effective. I totally transformed it. Okay, let's bring that low back, treble back, mids down. So there's flat again. So what if we just did more like the opposite and started adding some top? That's nice. Some low. Ooh, that's good. Would adding mids ruin it all? Changes it. How about gain? Get ready. Oh, I keep doing that. That's mean. Whoops. Okay. That's too fun. That's some really nice top end air. If we want to do the opposite, that works equally well too. How about some more mids? Also kind of nice. Less mids. Wow, that takes out so much of just the volume even. And I don't think we'd really ever boost bass, but that's what that would kind of sound like. We'd probably take it out. Yeah, like lose bass, add some air, drop it lower in the mix. Depends on what you're doing, of course. Okay, we're flat again. What's this one? Whoa. That's all the top down. Huh. That's pretty mean. That's taking out some of the low mids, I think. Ooh. So we're cutting mids and boosting mids. And I think that sounds really nice. That's pretty angry. Maybe too much. Gonna crank it real quick. Back to the beginning. What else we got? Okay. We need to lose that top end real quick. Yeah, that's all that's really good for. It's kind of a harsh sample, huh? Okay, so check that out. Gives it this nice thing. It's definitely saturating. Okay. Let's check some blues guitar. Whoa. Ah! It's gonna explode. Blues guitar. That's less everything. Here's some gain. Ugh. That's kind of gross. Maybe that's what you want. All of our lows back, highs back, mids back. If we do a little mid boost here. Wow. That's a nasal frequency there that could work pretty well in a mix. Finally. Let's see something here. Some air. That's fun. opposite now. Okay. How about some gain? Wow. Weird, huh? Okay. Let's flatten her out. So that's my documentation and demoation of this mono EQ / devil device, distortion device. I hope you enjoyed it. I most certainly did.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and please remember to subscribe to the Fuzzywallz channel. Anything you'd like to add? Feel free to leave a comment. And when that final mix is ready for mastering, Fuzzywallz is standing by.